still continuing in group stage, you have to expect the unexpected. And right now, that's exactly where we're at. 11 minutes. We just saw Falcon get beat in 11 minutes. What does this mean? What alternate dimension, what multiverse have we dropped into? But right now, See You Soon is sitting at the top of that multiverse. Fnatic ONIC, they pick up the Basha on Kyrie. A savory pick for them.
Don't remind everybody.
Up against the Kaja.
It's barely been 6 months, man.
Too early?
Too soon, even after another championship. Here we go, one more look at the emblems. Again, folks, do note the Impure Rage on Sorian Felix, which did so well for him in game number 1. I respect it now. I actually like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely spicy. It's definitely something that they showed worked before. How do we feel about this gold lane? We have the carry. How do we think it's going to man up? Is it going to be able to play the distance? Is it going to scale? You know, what are our thoughts?
That's a classic KK combo, man. Carry and Kaja. Mid-game, you just pull on someone, burst them down with true damage. It makes sense, and what I love about it so much is the fact that it's a mobile fighting unit. Like, that's what See You Soon is. Like, they just pick off one, jump in, kill another, and then you have the Teresa to cut right through. As for the other hand, Fnatic ONIC, yeah, it's very reminiscent of the kind of lineup they played in M5, but just the same, I think it's a safer box for them. That's one thing I can say. Oh, here we go, up top.
A little bit of damage onto Felix. Felix gets terrified, might not be able to get away from this one. Tries to use the flicker, but still brought down. MP the King, though, with the Lycan Pounce, able to pick up Luffy. It's a 1-for-1 EXP for EXP.
Yep, in the purest form. Down bottom, though, CW asserting dominance against Soul.
Oh.
Now Soul throwing out the light wheel. Let's it go, Turtle spawned, upper quarter.
Soul's got Soul, man. He's willing to get in the box with CW, willing to get in the ring right now. Ding, ding. And it's going back and forth. I feel like this matchup here is definitely, it's a lot of mechanics. It's not, no one just completely dominates the other.
But if you ask me, I'd say Soul is a lightweight in the early. Oh no, Kyrie secures the turtle. Fights already begun. Flicker out by Boxy. Purple secured by MP. They disengage. I was saying, Soul is a lightweight, while CW on the clock is a featherweight. Because again, like, you have the basics on carry dealing more damage the more you do it with it, right? But you do have the mobility advantage on CW. That's one thing he has.
So a lot of things to say. I love how ONIC, they were ready to kind of go for that purple after the turtle. Instinct told them, but then they saw it got taken. They decided to back off. Now Boxy takes a lot of damage, responded with the Eternal Guardian. MP the King trying to lock down onto Kyrie. Kyrie might not be able to get away with this. All it takes is one Lycan Pounce. And Kyrie down, man down. Up at the top side. Felix up against Loopy. Nothing too major, though.
All right, forcing responses from the EXP lane. I love that engagement, that counter engage by See You Soon down bottom. It was a perfectly placed Eternal Guard by Ra, by the way, which we did not talk about much. We did not talk about this. Oh, Boxy!
Boxy down. Now it's 2-2. 9.4 to 9.4. Back to what you were saying.
Yeah, no, Ra has such great game sense, and we didn't really talk about it. Final slash by Loopy!
They don't want to let you talk, man. Sans now trying to get engaged as well. Sorry, I'm Felix. Trying to kind of kite back a little bit, taking a little bit too much damage. Should be okay. Kyrie playing the distance, looking for the engage.
I'd rather have it this way. Them keeping going, keeping fighting, because this is how Fnatic ONIC gets ahead, right? They're about 400, 300 gold up, and a game of inches is what you got to do against a team like See You Soon, because the Kamai, they're so good at forcing fights. Maybe only second to how then their prime in M5 ECA does so. Divide Gaming. I don't know what the equivalent is in the Kamai language, but maybe their local, oh my mouth, you know, like they just cheer on, fighting, forward, CW, doing it against Soul, the flicker!
The flicker, and he gets it! Soul, the lightweight, up against the feather with the knockout punch, but now Soul in a little bit of trouble. T-Boy able to find him. The power of nature. Eternal Guardian lands on top of Sans. Sans taken out from MP the King. Now it's Kyrie up against 4. Loopy with his back tries to dash in, tries to do something. Is it going to be enough? MP the King still chasing down Kyrie. Can he get the final hit? One more to do with the mega kill, and now Loopy on the run as well. Boxy versus Loopy. 1v1, MP on top, looking for T-Boy as well. See You Soon, bouncing back. Fnatic ONIC still holding. We're holding the goal lead, but it's gone now.
Michael, somebody's got to stop Michael. He's at 5-0 now. 5-0 even before 5 minutes, and they're going to take this turtle. Now Fnatic ONIC and See You Soon are a major objective apiece. Let's watch that again. It took a while for MP the King to finally get the kills in the back line, right? Kyrie got away. That's a dive in by Lootby. Oh, an amazing final slash. Dare I say, if only, Trex, would you agree with me? If there was a wild charge in T-Boy, that would have looked very, very different.
Very, very, very different. But See You Soon is willing to flip the coin, take the 50-50. And, you know, we saw the items a minute ago, and it looked like MP the King was holding a strong lead over Kyrie, and now it's going to be even more. And what do you do when you have Roger on the field? You feed Roger. 5-0 right now.
And it looks like Fnatic ONIC, I don't know if by purpose, if on purpose or just by their rotations naturally, they're starting to avoid MP the King. I think given how he performed in game 1, much respect, that's the link, he can catch you. But as a Roger, it's kind of hard to, on purpose, run away from the Roger. And Lutfi doing his best to defend his lane away, I think that is one good way of looking at it if you're a Fnatic ONIC fan. if you're a Sonic at that, at least there's no major objectives on the map, like permanent objective that's taken away, right? No good conversions yet.
It's true. Look for a conversion now, though. Judgment followed up by the penalty zone and Eternal Guardian, just to make sure Keyboy doesn't come back from it. 3 ults, a lot of utilities. Can they translate it into something else?
This is dangerous for See You Soon. They spent so much greens on taking down Keyboy without any real objective to take from that. No real conversion, because that's a roamer. He'll be back in about, there you go, a jiffy, as the kids call it. He's back right now, and okay, luckily enough, Soul does take this tier 1 down bottom, shrinking the map just a wee bit for CW. Luckily, he is a very mobile marksman.
Yeah, this is true, but also Soul now gonna maybe be able to pivot over to the mid, pivot over to the top, and that's one more hero to get involved in these fights. And this is looking similar to last time. Luckily, See You Soon hasn't escaped too far yet. Fnatic ONIC need to start contesting, need to start finding some movement on the map, and this could be it. Able to find MB the King up at the top side. Lupe able to get the kill, and that's gonna kind of help set the pace back for ONIC.
Uncharacteristic for MP the King to have overstayed his welcome, did not see it coming. Kyrie and Lutpi, that's a lot of damage between the both of them. Keyboy here with the conceal play, looking for a target, checks into the bush, spotted already. See You Soon can't do nothing but watch. Fnatic ONIC taking the last turtle.
All right, 3 turtles down. Next up, gonna be Lord. Fnatic ONIC back in the lead with gold, and they're looking for this mid-tier 3. Sorry, Felix is trying to clear the minions. Keyboy with a nice wild charge. Sans with the IMU, pulling Boxy back with his own skill. Nice final slash on a Soul and Felix, but Fnatic ONIC decide to back off.
Amazing how the champions of MPL Indo, for 2 years now, back to back, did I say that enough times? Are able to find a small opening and turn it into a gaping hole in their enemy's strategy. And just like that, after that pick off of MP the King up top, suddenly they're in control. Trex, how do they do this? Look at this now. They're about 1,000 ahead, maybe a change. And now See You Soon is the ones avoiding them. See You Soon running away.
You know, and I've been trying to see where all the gold is going for ONIC, and it looks like it's all going to CW, because Kyrie, he's still behind MP the King a large amount. When we take a look at Loopy, we take a look at CW, they're the ones who are getting all the gains right now.
And Loopy has been pulling the trigger on the final slash so perfectly. Picture perfect, frame per frame. Like, he gets 3 or 4 people minimum. Almost every single huge engage. And how does See You Soon answer that? I'd say maybe 1, send Sora and Felix first. It's so hard to start with Boxy, because as soon as the Kaja dies, that's not the kind of roamer you can afford to lose, right? Not like a Grok, not like a Minotaur sometimes. It's okay. A Kaja, you got to protect very well. Now, they're going to be on the aggressive side.
Be able to grab Keyboy. A lot of damage. Raw able to pick up the kill, but once again, it's 3 ults down for that kill. Looking very similar to last time. They're going to try to convert into another tower, tier 3. Knock minions to push, though.
Gila Sans, able to defend single-handedly. That was 3 or 4 members of See You Soon. He just said, you know, let's clear the wave. That takes a different kind of player. That's mechanical confidence here. Lord has spawned in the bottom quarter, and there's a push by CW up top. I mean, it's fair to say now that the map has shrunk for both gold laners. Can I just say Soul has been taking it a little slow? He's slowed down, ramping up in the late game.
Yeah, he's going to need a little bit of time. He just and also, they don't have a big CC. Like you mentioned, the Kaja carry, right? It's felt more like Kaja MP instead of, you know, Kaja and Soul. So I think if Soul can kind of get in here, start to find some angles, there's still some room for him. And because it's only 10 minutes, like, we could still see him pop off. They're going to try to lock on to Sari and Felix. So Sans with Divine Judgment, the IMU, he's able to flicker back. Lupi still finds the kill. Kyrie finds Sari on Felix. And now Lupi going mayhem in the back zone. MP the King getting pushed back. The Eternal Guardian comes down. But it's more as a mover to keep ONIC at bay. And Sans falls. MP the King picks up the kill. Now it's on to the Lord. Conceal play. Raw looking for something. Blaze Duet comes in, pushing Boxy back to the final slash. Members of See You Soon are falling. MP the King will be the next 3 members down. It's a 3-for-1 and a Lord over to ONIC.
And just as quickly as See You Soon calls the play, Boxy comes in with the conceal. Fnatic ONIC make him regret that. Starting with the Blazing Duet, eventually into the collapse, and Kyrie keeping his finger just a nano-inch away from the retribution. A clean take, a Lord secured here for Fnatic ONIC, which allows them to maintain this. I didn't expect it to be this wide, honestly. We expect 5 or 6K, you know, but 3K now between 2 very closely equal opponents is, might as well be a light year.
Yeah, and so here's the thing, though. With ONIC having this lead, See You Soon, what is the answer, right? We talked about Soul not being as involved. Why do we think that is? Has he just not been able to get up close and personal? Sans has been doing a great job with the Divine Judgment. What's the deal?
Number 1, quit falling for the Keyboy trap. Keyboy has been making his life worth so much more than all of these ults. So maybe stop at that. Next is focus on defending. See You Soon's turret defense, high ground defense isn't the best. They're very high committal. So if they're able to keep their inhibitors, that's a good step towards the right direction. So now that maybe they can leave their base, maybe just try to secure their buffs, that's one step. Another is to, focus on Soul. How do you activate Soul, man? They really only have one way of peeling. Oh, wild charge from Keyboy.
Charge, followed up by Loopy, and look at Kyrie taking the back route. CW in the backside with a blazing duet. Melting down Boxing the King, the immortality pops. The Terrify onto Sarlion Felix, and Kyrie now is on the chopping block, the turnaround. MP the King, Sarlion Felix with a flicker, looking for Sans. Sans dances around, maneuvers, able to just get away, but MP the King wants more. Moving on to CW, one more shot, and he finds it. It's 3 men down for Fnatic ONIC. The coin's been flipped, and See You Soon's on top.
Whoa, 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 MP the King still. Deep behind enemy line, Sans!
The dance back, the Terrify. MP, is he going to re-engage here?
Forcing the winner crown trigger. Sans still alive. Keyboy keeping up a barrier. The enforcer to his mid laner, his core. Interestingly enough, See You Soon. Again, the coin flip. Suddenly, they're up 1,000 gold now. And the map belongs to them too. It's all blue.
What happened here? Boxy the King immortality pops. Look at MP reverting back. It's a couple free shots on Kyrie, and then he knows it's on. Once he gets one, it's back-to-back.
I see now. Eventually, what would be MP the King cleaning up the jungle, forcing the response from Keyboy and Sans to play defensively. What happened there was those walls in the orange side jungle of See You Soon acted as the aforementioned lack of peel. Fnatic ONIC can't just get a beeline towards Ra, towards Soul, even towards MP the King, who had to double back and then consider the re-engage. Those walls were what acted as what a Minotaur, what a Grok would be for See You Soon's lineup. And they're cheating death already by playing so soft. Now Boxy the King looking for targets. Y-Bush controlled by Fnatic ONIC. All right.
I thought he was about to use it on Keyboy again. I was like, don't do it, bro.
Again, right?
He's learning, he's learning.
Okay, so far so good here. Again, barely 1,000 between these two teams. I wonder how far that last engage, that team fight win for See You Soon went for Soul. Because again, eyes are on Soul, man. Eyes are on this import from the Philippines that really didn't get much play in MPLPH, but won a championship in his debut in MPLKH.
All right, Fnatic ONIC used up the conceal to gain some ground over the sword, but here comes the penalty zone, tied up with the flicker. MP the King still holding down the distance, waiting for Soul to possibly engage here. ONIC taking it slow, Sarlion Felix takes a lot of damage. MP the King walks right into a final slash. Soul now with Speedy Light Wheel getting a couple shots on, but takes a couple shots back, brought down to about half health. See You Soon back off, but they push ONIC away.
Masterful retreat by Fnatic ONIC. That is exactly how you de-escalate a team fight coming in from a very aggressive team such as See You Soon. My favorite part was the final slash response. Like usually you want to use that to put him closer into where your skills would hit, but again shows you the level of communication Fnatic ONIC has with their rookie XP laner, one of the most mechanically gifted players out of MPLID right now. Lutpi says, you know what guys, it's okay, you can go back, I got you.
He gave him a little backhand real quick,
Front hand, backhand.
Front hand, backhand, real fast. Just let him know.
Oh, Kyrie, this bush very familiar, keeps it under control, the conceal play.
And it looks just like last fight. We're gonna come back to the mid, push you out of this bush. Boxy the King though, finally finds someone important, and Loopy goes down. Keyboy brought down to about half health, Sans on the run as well. Soul finally with Speedy Light Wheel. MP the King look for the dive in, Kyrie goes down.
That's a revenge strike. Damage MP dueling with CW. Underneath tier 2, Fnatic ONIC down 2 men. Already a big win for the Kamai.
And now they're gonna move on to this Lord. See You Soon take the win on that one. 27 seconds on the clock for Kyrie, 15 for Loopy. And Fnatic ONIC can't do a thing about it.
Wow. For all the boxing fans out there, I'd give the first and second round over to Fnatic ONIC, but in the third, See You Soon might just find the knockout.
It's not about how hard you get knocked down. It's about how many times you get back up.
I like how you doubled down but still figured it out, because that's exactly what See You Soon is going through right now. They may have had to learn the lesson the hard way in the first 2 phases of the game, but in the late, they figured it out. Hey, this is the way. As the Mandalorian say, this is the way. Don't fall for Keyboy. Get the DJ on someone that matters. And when Fnatic ONIC does the 2-step, don't fall for it. Find another engage. Don't waste your ults. Now the Lord gonna knock into the mid.
All right, watch for Felix. He's got the penalty zone ready to go. Conceal play comes in as well. Felix able to jump in, get a nice penalty zone onto C-Dub. Sans, along with the rest of the team. Kyrie taking way too much damage, and MP finds the kill. Loopy's next on the block. The base is at 20%. Bring it down more. CW trying to clear things up with a blazing duet. Raw brought down low, but the base drops. And ONIC drop with it. See You Soon with the biggest upset in Group B.
We are but at the half